I'm standing here with the Albany High Indian cheerleaders, and they would like to say,
Welcome to the Blitz! Woo!
Welcome to the Blitz. It's week 11. I'm Joey Lamar.
And I am Matthew Doyle. We are nearing the end of the regular season, and for Deerfield, Windsor, and Valwood, a region crown was on the line heading into tonight.
You're right. A lot was on the line tonight at Webb Memorial, and before the game, Fox 31 Sports spoke with Alan Lowe about this matchup.
They're very good, and they're big up front. They're strong. They got good skill guys, and yeah, they're just a great football team on both sides of the ball. And they've obviously proved it over the last few years, and last year they whipped up on us, and we would like to come out and play well Friday.
And it's our Harvey's game of the week, and it decided the region championship in GISA Region 3 AAA. Picked this one up in the second quarter, 4th and 1 for Valwood. They pick up the first down, and that was huge as they trailed 19-0 at this point. I said the play was huge because a couple of plays later, after the conversion, Jacob Parker finds Maso Hines, and the score makes it 19-7. Deerfield still up, and Deerfield resilient all year long. This will be no different. Cameron Cook finds the painted area. Then Deerfield going to pull out their trickery. They go for two. Tanner Ford's catch puts the Knights up 27-7 with under a minute left in the first half. Now, Valwood trying to score before the half, but the quarterback is wrapped up by John Collier-Logan. Pretty good two-sport athlete there. Deerfield claims the region title 34-7, their first region title since 2012. And Colquitt hosted Tift County tonight, and it was a thriller. First drive, the Packers run the option, and Chase Parrish pitches to Ty Lee, and Lee would cut back and take care of the rest. 7-0, Colquitt. On the ensuing kickoff, Packers catch the Devils off guard with an unexpected onside kick. Packers recover the football, and on that drive, Chase Parrish finds Ty Lee on a slant route for a touchdown. His second of the night. He's a nominee for our player of the week. Now, Tift finally with the ball, and the quarterback finds R.J. Merriweather. He follows his blocks and breaks it for a huge gain. This drive resulted in a field goal. But the Packers, they were just too tough. Colquitt with the ball, and Rafael Merritt breaks the tackle, shakes another. Colquitt dominant in the first half, but the Blue Devils fought back in the second half. Colquitt remains unbeaten, though. Colquitt wins again, 41-33.
And Lee County started the season with 6 straight wins, but they have lost 2 straight, and their road got tougher tonight as they face an undefeated Camden County at home. And they were all tied up at 7, though, heading into halftime, and the Wildcats start with the ball first in the second half. Antonio Hamilton drops back to pass, hits Stephon Lee to get Camden County into Trojan territory, and a few plays later, they hand it off to Harrison Poole on the sweep. The senior takes it around the edge, strides into the end zone. Camden County up 14-7. Lee County's next drive, the Trojans were moving into Camden territory, and Demetrius Milton takes it to the 25-yard line, fumbles it, but the refs rule him down. But on the very next play, Torrey Carter loses it, and the Wildcats jump all over it. They recover, and they drive to the 5-yard line, but the Trojans' defense steps it up, holds them to a field goal. Camden, they go on, they were up 17-7 at that point. 17-13 is the final, and Camden County stays undefeated. And Worth County hit the road to face Thomas County Central in a non-sub-region matchup, and Worth County led 21-7 over the Jackets on their homecoming night, and they're adding more. Justin Hope races up the middle for the long touchdown run, and Worth goes into halftime leading 28-7. Start of the third quarter, Jackets go down the field, and Calais Williams keeps the ball, goes in for the score. PAT is good, 28-14 Rams. On the ensuing kickoff, Eric Burrows takes the ball up the field, showing some nice moves to get down the sideline, but he fumbles the ball and is back to TCC, and Calais Williams takes it in again for the Jackets. TCC is down 7 in the third quarter, 28-21, but the Rams offense on the next drive, they give it to Chris McDaniel, and he runs it in. Rams go up 35-21 at that point. They win 42-28. And don't go anywhere. We'll name our team of the week and have more game highlights after the break.
Welcome back to the Blitz. Last week, Terrell County's win over Mitchell County marked the first time since 1986 the Green Wave defeated the Eagles. And to give some perspective on how long ago that was, I wasn't even born. And it's just one of the reasons Terrell County is our Fox 31 Sports Team of the Week. The Green Wave now hold fate in their hands in Region 1 Single A. Entering tonight, they had just 2 games left in the regular season. The first is against Randolph Clay and the last against Miller County. If they win the region, it'll be the first time since 1950. And let's try not to get too ahead of ourselves. 16-6 in the first quarter. Randolph Clay and the Red Devils are adding on. Give it to Corey Coleman. He punches it in from the 2-yard line. 2-point conversion, no good. 22-6 Randolph Clay. On the kickoff, Randolph Clay sending a message to Terrell County. Fred Wilburn delivers a huge hit, but the Green Wave would recover the fumble and move the ball down the field. So later in that drive, it will be Joseph Mentor. He takes the handoff and gets Terrell County within 5 yards of the end zone, sets them up with a 1st and goal, and that leads to Austin Johnson punching it in for the touchdown. 22-12 Randolph Clay, and Terrell is going for 2. Trevion Bishop fakes the pitch and rushes it in. 22-14 at that point, but the final score is 55-28. Randolph Clay with a win. Tonight, Mitchell County was ready for their final home game against Calhoun County. First quarter, no score. Calhoun defenders stepping up to make a play. They drop Mitchell for a loss. And let's stay in the first quarter. Still no score. Mitchell County driving, and they are inside the 5. Jacorius Murray with a quarterback keeper for the first touchdown of the game. 7-0 Eagles. Later in the first quarter, Mitchell driving again, still up 7-0, and it's Murray again on the keeper. He would gain about 10 yards, and he moves the chains for the Eagles. And right before the half, Mitchell knocking on the door. This time, it's Jesse Richardson on the wide receiver screen. Score makes it 14-0. Mitchell goes on to win 35-8.
And Turner County entered this week 1-6 in the past 7 matchups with Wilcox County, with that 1 win coming last season. And this year, the Rebels welcomed the 2-6 Patriots to town. And Turner County won the coin toss, chose to defer. Patriots to receive and the players take the field, but in the first quarter, Rebels ball. Quarterback Tyler Moeller hits senior Lawton Merriweather, and he slides past defenders all the way to the end zone for the easy touchdown. 2-point conversion is good. Score is 8-0. Still in the first, Patriots ball. Quarterback Tykorian Hundlin looking to pass. He goes long, and it is intercepted by Turner County's Cedric Leggett. He is eventually brought down by Antoine Benjamin. And then let's fast forward to the second quarter now. Patriots looking to redeem themselves. Hundlin throws the screen pass over the defenders to Garrison Patterson. He is brought down by Lorenzo Bolden. Score still at 8-0. And staying in the second, Wilcox County looking to score. Hundlin sees the end zone, throws it, and it is intercepted again by Leggett. His second interception of the game. And the Rebels have the ball, and the Patriots blitz more. He's throwing it deep, and who catches it? It is Cedric Leggett. Great first half for this guy. Rebels up 14-0 at half. Turner County wins 33-12. And Brooks County on the road trying to win their 8th straight game against the 1-6 Bulldogs. Trojans with the ball first, and DeMonte Jones throws up the long pass to Nathan Vick. He brings it in for the touchdown, and the Trojans lead 7-0. First quarter, Bulldogs, J.T. Rice hits Michael Fromkin with the pass, gets them into Brooks territory, and on that same drive for the Bulldogs, they are forced to try a field goal, but it's a fake. J.T. Rice finds Jacoby Hayes wide open on the outside, and he goes in for the score. Bulldogs get the 2-point conversion and the lead 8-7, but on the ensuing kickoff, Bulldogs kick it short, and Toriano Porterfield makes the catch, then fights his way through tacklers and some of his own blockers to get into the end zone. PAT is no good. Trojans led 13-8 in the first quarter. They go on to win 55-14.
Coffee is ranked number 7 in Class 5A and have come out victorious in their last 5 contests. Tonight, they face Richmond Hill, a school they have only faced once in their history. And in that matchup, they came out on top 34-0. So tonight should be easy for the Trojans, right? To Douglas we go. Coffee looking to inch closer to their first region championship since 2002. Opening drive for the Trojans. Tywan Brewington up the middle. He takes it all the way down to the Richmond Hill 5-yard line. He sets up the Trojans with their 1st and goal. Coffee off to a good start. And on the very next play, it's Brewington again. Apparently, he isn't tired. He takes the handoff, spins into the end zone for the touchdown. 7-0 Coffee on the ensuing drive for Richmond Hill. They are trying to score quick. But Brian Hughes drops back, and he is sacked by Fred Turner, and Richmond Hill is forced to punt. The Trojans back on offense. Demetrius Davis receives the handoff, goes for 20 yards. First down, Coffee. Trojans inside Richmond Hill territory. And 4th and long for Coffee. Max Hughes drops back and hits Trey Bryant across the middle. 18-yard gain. First down for Coffee, and the drive is still alive. That was important because a couple of plays later, Davis on the handoff gets to the corner and gets a 5-yard touchdown run. 14-0 Coffee at the end of the first quarter, and Coffee would defeat Richmond Hill for the second consecutive year. The final in Douglas, 41-14 Trojans. Atkinson County looking to shake up the Region 1 single-A standings, but Irwin up 19-0 with less than 3 minutes left in the first half. Jakeem Minor for Atkinson rumbles up the middle for a 25-yard gain. First down Rebels near midfield. But the drive stalls, and here is why. Dalton Royals is back to pass, but the pass sails well out of bounds. Atkinson forced to punt. Late in the first half, Irwin back deep in his own territory. Cal Jones with the handoff and gets a 12-yard run and a first down. Couple of plays later, Buddy Nobles goes to old reliable Stephen Thomas. He breaks it. He runs 75 yards for a touchdown to end the half, 26-0 Irwin, and they go on to win 39-0. So Irwin is able to keep pace in a very difficult Region 2 single-A. And don't go anywhere. We still have a lot of Blitz left. We check in on Albany and their upset bid of Cairo, as well as Sherwood Christian and Terrell Academy. Plus, we reveal our nominees for the Albany Technical College Fan of the Week. Stick around.
Welcome back to the Blitz. The last time that Albany defeated Cairo was in 1987, and the Syrup Makers were looking to bounce up to a first-place tie with Thomas County Central if they won tonight. And it was senior night for the Albany High Indians, trying to send these seniors off on a high note, but they didn't get off to a good start. Austin Shadow finds DJ Donaldson on a touchdown pass, 7-0 Cairo early in the first, and still in the first. Albany driving, and now Tyquavius Terrell finds Joseph Stone for the first down. Albany moves the chains, but later in the drive, Indians trying to get the ball to Kirion Broussard. Going, and he's going to be hit and hit hard by the Cairo defense. This drive resulted in a punt for Albany, but the Albany defense had its moments in this game as well. Still in the first, they swarmed Cairo to drag the running back down for a loss, but the Syrup Makers closed out the regular season with a win 38-7 over Albany. And Sherwood Christian was looking for their first win of the season against Life Christian on senior night. Second half, Sherwood trailing 16-7, looking to the air, but Chaz Griffin catches it and probably wishes he hadn't after that huge hit. And the drive resulted in a punt, and on the ensuing possession, Life Christian showing off the run game. This play went down to the 1-yard line, but it was called back for holding. But they eventually get it back down inside the 1, and they pound this one in for the score. The touchdown made it 22-7, but the Eagles fought all night. And here, Life Christian trying to go for 2, but the Eagles defense rises to the occasion, and they denied the 2-point play. They couldn't deny Life Christian of the win, though. The final in this one, Life Christian 30, Sherwood Christian 13.
Terrell Academy and Tift Area Academy both coming to tonight's matchup hoping to close out the regular season with a win. The Eagles have lost 3 straight, while the Panthers have lost 7 straight. But you can throw out the records in a rivalry game. Terrell Academy trying to pick up the win tonight, but not the way they wanted to start. Watch this play. Mondo West takes the opening kickoff, weaves to one sideline. He's going to avoid all the players, and he's going to make it back to the other sideline. And now he just needs some blocks. And telling his blocker, hey, speed up, go a little faster now. And he crosses the goal line for the touchdown, 7-0 Tift Area Academy. And West wasn't done trying to make plays, takes the handoff and is going to his left. And he decides to turn around and switch fields and ends up rushing for no gain. West has to run track with all that endurance. But they get the first down after a pass to Logan Carswell, but they are unable to do anything with it. They end up punting for a touchback, 7-0 at that point in the first. 20-14 is the final. And Coach Charles Truitt knows how important this game was for Monroe on Thursday night. First quarter, no score, 3rd and long for Monroe. Dexter Mormon can't find anyone, so he scrambles for a first down. However, the drive would not result in any points. Really, both defenses played well in the first, and as we stay there, it's Achilles Leroy who wraps up Chris County for a loss. And we move to the second quarter now. Chris inside the red zone looking to pass, but it's picked off by Demario Curry, and he takes it all the way back for the first points of the game. Monroe up 7-0 with 6 minutes left in the first half. But Monroe not able to hold down the Cougars all night with 3 minutes left in the first half. Patrick Felton hits Will Carter for the score. The game was tied at the break, but in the second half, Chris County edged out a 1-point victory, which means for the second straight year, Monroe is not going to the playoffs.
And Week 11 is in the books, so let's take a look at the best of tonight. And let's start with the Albany Technical College Fan of the Week. Thomasville fans, they were showing off their spirit by covering their bodies with the pink paint tonight. And this fan at Deerfield Windsor showed off his pride by walking the sidelines, even though he was in a boot. And the Colquitt County fans also decked out in pink for their game against Tift County. Go online and vote for your favorite fan. And we're not done recognizing the best of the best. We'll name our Play of the Week and show some of our nominees for the Player of the Week after the break.
Welcome back to the Blitz. We have gone through the tapes, and I think we found our winner for our Terrell Seed Play of the Week. It comes from Terrell Academy and Tift Area Academy, and we just saw is Mondo West taking the opening kickoff, weaving his way for a touchdown that helped propel Tift Area Academy to a huge win.
And here are the nominees for the Colquitt Regional Medical Center Player of the Week. James Murray of Mitchell County helped his team win with his rushing touchdown in the early going, and Cedric Leggett had 2 interceptions and a touchdown in Turner County's bid win. And also Ty Lee, he had a pair of touchdowns in Colquitt County's win. Go online and vote for your favorite player. And looking ahead to next week, Berrien faces Pelham and Fitzgerald will host Seminole County. Thomasville will travel to Early County. Miller County faces Terrell County, and Lowndes will travel to Tift County for their final region game. Of course, some teams are finding out after this week who they play in the playoffs, while others are trying to get into the playoffs in the final week of the regular season.
And the nominees for our Harvest Game of the Week will be Turner County at Irwin County, Colquitt at Camden County, and Lee County versus Valdosta. And in the Region 1-4A Championship, Bainbridge versus Cairo. Matt, which game intrigues you the most?
You know what, I'm looking forward to the Camden County versus Colquitt County, because now you have the final 2 undefeated teams in the region battling it out for the region crown in Week 10. It doesn't get any better than that.
Well, I think it might get better than that in the Region 4A Championship with Bainbridge and Cairo. Now, these two teams already met. And you know, when 2 teams have played each other, the next time the team who lost usually comes out on top. They feel like they have a little bit more to prove.
Yeah, we'll see. It should be a good one.
It's going to be a great week. And we'll be here for you with all the highlights next week. That's a wrap for us. We'll leave you with a final look at the scoreboard. Have a great weekend.